Hey friends, and welcome back to this week's Self-Love Masterclass. Today I want to talk to you about never feeling satisfied with where we are. You know, one of the things that I struggled with a lot during the early stages of my self-love journey was just constantly feeling like I wasn't good enough and constantly picking at myself. And what I mean is, like, you know, I would film a video, or I would be losing weight, or I would be focusing on some kind of project, and I would constantly be looking at the negatives. I would constantly be looking at where this wasn't done properly, or where I could have edited better, or what I could have eaten differently to have lost a little bit more weight, or what I should have said differently in that interview, or like just constantly picking at myself. And this is something that I have very much overcome throughout the years working on self-love, but I know that it's something that a lot of you are struggling with. And when I'm doing one-on-ones with people, I can always hear where they're just constantly undermining, undervaluing, and attacking themselves, even if it isn't outright and direct. One of the things that people ask me is, well, how do I stop that? Like, how do I deal with that? And why it's so important to deal with it is because if you're constantly picking on yourself, if you're constantly beating yourself up, if you're always feeling not good enough, you're always entering into relationships feeling insecure. This means romantic relationships, but it also means friendships. It constantly means that you're going to be giving too much, or you're definitely going to be codependent on other people. And so you're always giving away your power. You're never feeling good enough, and you're always going to be people pleasing, burned out, and seeking validation from other people in order to feel just whole and happy about yourself. Obviously, all of that is very, very unhealthy and makes you very miserable. But this is the reality that a lot of us are living in. And if you feel like you're going through something like this, I want you to know that you're not alone. You know, we live in a culture and a society that tells you that if you want to be happy and if you want to feel good, you need to buy these things, do these things, and accomplish certain things. And if you haven't done them in exactly the way that society shows you you ought to, then you're missing something, or you're not good enough. So it's inbred into you from the time you're a very small child. Never mind inheriting the family issues or the ancestral issues that come along with family systems. The way to sort of break through this is, one, to really focus on self-love. You've got to build up your self-worth and your self-esteem. Now, if you're watching my videos, all of my videos are designed to help you do that. What I would say, if you're working on this particular issue today, it's got to be a conscious choice. So it starts with you saying, I am going to feel good right now. It's not something that happens overnight, and it's not like you can take this magic pill and you'll never talk badly about yourself, you'll never pick on yourself or beat yourself up. But you basically need to get to this point where you've just decided you're done talking to yourself like that. You're done mistreating and self-abusing, and you're finished with the self-loathing. Once you get to that place, you're now going to do everything in your power to alter that way that you communicate with yourself and that way that you view yourself. Now, once you get to that place where you're saying enough is enough, you've declared it, you got to keep repeating it to yourself. So every morning when you get up, sorry, just a little bit itchy. Every morning when you get up, you really need to focus your thoughts, because your thoughts are just running around wild, right? Your subconscious mind is just on loudspeaker. So you've got to cut in there and you've got to say, okay, this is my day, and I am enough, and I choose to be happy today. I choose to be happy right now. I choose to be happy with who I am right now. One of the things that gets people why they don't want to say that is because they're so afraid that if they say, I choose to be happy right now, I choose to accept myself right now, they're afraid that they'll never change, or they'll never try to evolve or grow or develop. But that actually isn't true. The lack of acceptance is what keeps you paralyzed, what keeps you stuck from not developing and growing. If you say enough is enough, you get to a place where you just have a massive boost in self-worth and self-esteem right there, because now you've created boundaries around how you want to treat yourself. Anyway, I'm sort of jumping around and I want to keep this video short, but if you're struggling with this is the place to start. You've got to declare, I choose to be happy now. I choose to love myself as I am right now. And then the second part of that is now finding a structure to help you maintain that kind of thinking. So it might be one-on-one coaching with someone like myself. It might be doing a self-study program. I've got a couple of those on my website that you can check out. It could be working with a therapist or a counselor, but find someone who can back you up now, who can have your back and be paying attention to when you're not treating yourself respectfully, when you're picking at yourself, when you're digging at yourself, or when you're isolating and paralyzing yourself. Because no matter what you want to manifest, whether it's love, whether it's money, a breakthrough in business, like any area of your life that you want to have a breakthrough in, if you are talking to yourself like that constantly, it's not going to happen. I want you to win. I want you to win. You deserve to win. You're a great and awesome person. And if you're watching this video, it's because you're committed to self-development. It's because you are committed to growing and you want 2017 to be an entirely different year than 2016, right? You're leveling up. I hope this video has been really helpful for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, don't forget to show me some love by giving the video a thumbs up. Obviously, the videos that are getting a lot of love indicate to me that you want more of them. What else do I want to say? If you're new to this channel, definitely don't forget to subscribe, but also go check out the other playlists. I've organized them in a way so that you can look at them by different issues. And then there are also some really cool free audios and self-study stuff that you can do too. All right, my friends, I'm gonna go grab some breakfast because it's super early in the morning. And until we see each other in the next video, don't you forget that we are in this together. Mwah.